everybody, my name is Tanya and today we're going to talk about American Gods by Neil Gaiman. So American Gods was my May read for the Booktube Recommends Project, and this one was recommended to me by Jane from Yes Miss Jane, and it's something that's been on my shelf for years, that I've been meaning to read for years, and I was so glad for the push to finally pick it up because I really enjoyed this one. So I'm filming this in quite late June and it's been a little while since I read this and I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to say about it, so this should go well. So American Gods is the second book that I've read by Neil Gaiman. I'd only read Coraline by him before this one, so I haven't really read all that much of his work. But he's an author that I'm definitely interested in and have been wanting to get to more of his books, so it was really great to get this one read. So American Gods focuses on the idea that when America was settled, or people have migrated to America, they have brought their ancient gods with them in their beliefs. So as they came to America, they were worshipping whichever god, and that act of coming there and that belief has brought the god there with them. So a version of that god now resides within America. But in the course of America's history, belief in those gods has waned, so they're now there in America with nobody believing or worshipping them, and the effect that that has on them. Instead of the Greek and Roman gods, this is more focusing on the Norse gods, and there are also some Egyptian gods. Mythology is a topic that I find incredibly fascinating, and it's something that I don't know anywhere near enough about. It's always something that intrigues me, but something that I haven't done anything about researching, which is just stupid and really a reflection on everything. So at the same time as these ancient gods are on the wane, there's also a breed of new gods, so gods based on modern society. So we've got things like the god of the internet and of media, and other kind of modern conveniences have their god, which I found a really interesting concept too. And so these ancient gods and the new modern gods are clashing, and a war is brewing between these two opposing sides. Our main character is Shadow, who has spent time in prison and is about to be released when the story starts. Upon his release, he encounters the mysterious Mr. Wednesday and is kind of swept up in the whole storyline and conflict between the gods. There's quite a large cast of characters in this one, and I really enjoyed the characters. I thought they were fantastic. I really enjoy Shadow, and a lot of the side players are great, and a lot of the gods are great. And I don't want to say too much about anything to kind of give away who and what people are, but I really enjoyed the different characters in this one and really came to care for a lot of people. So it's part road trip, it's part rallying the troops, which all kind of culminates in this big finale that was amazing, and I really loved how it all came together in the end and what happened, and I think that was fantastic. I'm not going to tell you anything about any of that, you'll just have to go and find out for yourself. Since I listened to an audiobook, and I would highly recommend that as the way to go with this one. The audio version that I listened to was performed by a full cast, and it was phenomenal. So we had a main narrator, but each and every character in it had a different voice. I assume there were some double ups in performance, I'm not quite sure, but basically everybody had their own distinct voice. I'd not listened to an audiobook that did this before, but I really enjoyed it in this case and thought it was fantastic. There are also kind of little interlude sections that were narrated by Neil Gaiman himself, which was also highly enjoyable. I listened to the audiobook of Coraline that was narrated by Neil Gaiman and thought he is a fantastic narrator. I really enjoyed his narration for that, so that he popped up in this one in little sections I thought was great as well. But I thought the other narrators and the voices of the different characters were fantastic, and it definitely gave me a really good sense of the individual characters in the story and helped me bond with them all on an individual level, which I think was great. So if you have the chance to get the audio version, I would highly recommend you give that one a go. The edition that I own here, and also the edition that I listened to on audio, is the 10th anniversary edition, and it's an expanded author's preferred edition. So there was a foreword in here by Neil Gaiman that spoke about how when he'd originally written this, it got cut down in certain places to be published, but for this 10th anniversary edition he put all those scenes back in again. So I don't know how much it's expanded, how big a difference that made, but it's his preferred edition, so I was really pleased that it was that one that I read. When there is an expanded edition, I don't want to miss out on anything. All in all, I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading some more Neil Gaiman in the future. So I don't think I've given you a really good picture of this book at all, but I'm going to leave it there because I've been waffling for way too long. But if you do have any questions about this one, do please let me know down in the comments, because I'm more than happy to answer them. But suffice to say, I think this was fantastic and you should definitely give it a go. So as always, thank you all for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!